Hey, happy Saturday. How are you? Another week of the virus, but I know some states are going to be opening up soon. I know Texas is going to release some restrictions on Monday, so maybe that's some good news. Okay, this week I want to give a little shout out from three retailers that I like. And that's Walmart, Sprouts, and HEB. I'll put an article about Walmart in the in my written introduction. It's about prices. You know, everybody knows Walmart's prices are pretty great, and that part will be self-explanatory. I just wish Walmart would. They've come a long way with their displays. They just need have to go a little further. And I always say, if Walmart did what I said, they would own the produce business. Other two, one is Sprouts. If you know from my past writings, I love Sprouts. I kind of fell out of favor with them. The new CEO several months back said that they were going to increase prices and, basically go the way of other large retailers, which I don't think that's the way to go. I haven't been to Sprouts in a while, so I don't know if this is actually the case. But I always wanted Sprouts. I love their layouts. I love their displays. I love their pricing. And if that new CEO changed it, I won't like them anymore. But I have to say that I'm happy that they are successful in opening more stores. And the last one is my HEB, because I just came from HEB, and they do what I say. They had cukes, 3 for $1. Now, cucumbers are real cheap, and I'll go into that with my market report. But they had small cukes on their display. See, you don't have to sell super select cukes, all you other retailers. They had small cukes, 3 for $1. They had green peppers. I didn't like it. They selling them by the each, and they had some choice green peppers in there. They had mixed sizes. So maybe that sign was from when they had extra large, but now, because extra large are hard to come by, maybe they bought a medium and a large. There was definitely some choice peppers in there. So selling them 3 for $1 makes no sense, because who's going to pick the smallest pepper or the ugliest pepper? So maybe my HEB, maybe you should sell them by the pound. But anyway, a shout out, because there's a proof. You don't have to sell only super select cucumbers. They had smalls. They had Roma tomatoes. They had 99 cents a pound. And they had some mediums in there. They had some extra large. Okay, again, sell what's available. And I think you're going to have to do that when I'll get that into the next segment on the supply side of the thing. All right, so those are my three favorite retailers. So, I always bash retailers, but you got to call them out when they do something right, and those three pretty much do something right. Okay, on the supply side, there are items that are short. Red peppers being one of them. Green peppers another one. Eggplants. So getting back to what I just said about different sizes, you're going to have to, retailers are going to have to learn to sell what's available, because what they always sold may not be available, and HEB just took it in the right direction. Super select cukes were very reasonable. I think that market is turning around. I think it's going to go a little higher, but there's an indication. Supers sell out fast, and I would like it if when the market was high, selling like smalls or selects. The market is cheap now, and super cukes are going to be the first ones to sell out, because every retail wants them. So again, getting back to supplies, it's going to be the new normal. It's going to become supplies of what's available, except not what you want. But markets generally are pretty cheap. Green squash market, yellow squash market, cucumber market. That's about to turn around, but they're all cheap. On the retail side of those things, they are so cheap, and I still have not seen retail basically change their prices. Come on, guys. this stuff is real cheap. There's no reason to be your ridiculous retails in the stores, all the rest of your retailers. You know, 30 pounds of squash, for $5, $6 FOB, there's no reason to be, $1.49, $1.99, whatever your ridiculous price you're charging. Okay, where are we going forward? We talked about this in the past. I love what food service companies, even some grower shippers are doing. They're going direct to consumers. They're basically doing this for survival because there is no restaurants to take care of. So these people had to keep their workers working and hopefully stay in business. And from large to small, they're all going after consumers because that's where the only business is. I'm sure you've all seen, the milk being dumped, the eggs being dumped, the meat being dumped, the produce being dumped. So the consumer is our only outlet. And retailers, I'm telling you, you're going to have new competition. If anybody delivers high quality produce with value and then delivers it directly to consumers with the value, retailers are going to have to change their way. So I always says this crisis is going to accelerate all the change that was coming. We all know the online was coming. We all learning online was coming. All these things now, by necessity, you had to find a new way to live your life, and I think it's gonna accelerate everything. I don't know really. I can't predict everything that's going to come out of this. But I know the change is coming at every level of our business. I don't believe that, we're going to be the same like 3 months from now. I think it's going to take a while, for people to get back to work and I guess, keep on saying the new normal. I don't really know what the new normal is, but I know the change is coming. I know online is going to be a bigger part of it. I know competition is going to be a bigger part of it. And, maybe restaurants when they open, maybe we have social distancing in restaurants, maybe sporting events. I mean, I miss my Yankees. I miss my soccer on Saturday and Sundays. I miss my boys playing sports. And all this is not going to change overnight. So we'll find out, I guess, 3, 6, 9 months or a year from now. Okay. Also, my Colombian avocado program, we're just waiting for Colombia to open up, and then we're going to start shipping again. We have some wonderful growers, and we're just, it's going to be a great deal. And unfortunately, right now, I just can't do anything until the country opens up a little bit. And let's do something I haven't done in a while. Let's talk about markets. So let's go down the list. We're going to talk about green squash. Green squash FOBs anywhere from, on fancies, $5, $6. Mediums you probably could buy for a little less, but fancies $5, $6. Yellow squash maybe $1 more, maybe $6, $7. Super select cucumbers, they were anywhere from $6 to $8 FOB. 8 being the best brands. That market is about to turn around. I don't say it's going to start screaming, but it's going to be a couple of dollars higher. Eggplants are very, very short, in the mid-20s FOB, maybe up until $30. So very short. I don't see that turning around anytime soon. Red peppers went from $5, $6 FOB a week ago, and it ended this week in the $12 to $14 range FOB. They are really short, and I tell you the truth, I can't see it changing until we start in Coachella, which is at the earliest mid-May. We also had green peppers in Coachella also, so the green peppers out of Mexico are very short, and we have to go to Coachella for our green peppers as well. Kabocha squash, still a good item, as are all the hard squashes. But the kabocha squash is still in the $16 to $20 range FOB. The other hot squashes, it seems like supplies have picked up a little bit, and maybe demand has come off a little bit because they seem to be more and more available. Roma tomatoes in the $16 to $18 FOB range. Again, the inspection started around on April 4th, so you have lower supplies because of the new suspension agreement, which I don't have to go back, that I hate. But now we have the inspections, 100% inspections. And if they don't make U.S. number one at the border, they get turned back into Mexico. And also, so you have limited supplies with increased inspections, and even the limited supplies are going to get cut back by the USDA inspection. So that's just going to exacerbate the problem. So I say the Roma tomato market is going to stay good for a while. And that's really all I have for you this week. And I just want to say what do I always say? Love you, love the produce business, want to make this better for everyone. And that's it. I want you to stay safe with your families, practice social distancing. My take on that is I think we have to do something. I think people have to get back to work. I just believe that. I wrote this on Facebook the other day. That Americans are, their patience is about 3 months. And I go back to 9/11. I lived in New York City then. After 9/11, we were great for 3 months. Democrats and Republicans loved each other. Everybody was great, nice to each other, and that lasted about 3 months. Then we went back to normal. I don't think it's going to take 3 months with this. I just think I try to put myself in somebody else's shoes, and if I didn't have money and my kids were hungry, I'm taking a chance against the virus and I'm going to work. That's just the way I look at things, and I think that's starting to be evident across the country that people really want to get back to work, and I think we should. That's it. Little common sense, social distancing. Wear wet mask, gloves, and try to stay 6 feet away from each other, and I think that works. But I'm not a rocket scientist, but that's it. Stay safe. Love you. Love the produce business. See you on Wednesday. Take care. Be safe.